Hey everyone, it's Lauren. Welcome or welcome back. So I've got some Sephora bags. You guys can probably tell from these, from the title of the video, all the things, the thumbnail. It is a Sephora haul that we are doing today. I'm also going to be sharing a few items that I picked up at Ulta. My Ulta and Sephora are like super close together, so pretty much whenever I go to Sephora or I go to the, Ulta that's there, I'm going to go to the other. I mean, it's just the way that it goes. It's kind of too tempting not to. So that's the gist of today's video. I'm going to be sharing the products that I picked up from Sephora as well as a few from Ulta, mostly makeup, but there are a few hair care as well as skincare items in here as well. And some of them are like restock, so ones that I know, I've tried out before. I have a pretty good bearing of what I think about them and whether, obviously, if I picked them up again, there's a good chance I'm recommending them to you. But also, there's a few new items in here that I'm excited to try out and give a go. So I'd love to, I guess just go ahead and get into it. But I do want to say that I'll have all the products that I mentioned today in the description below with a link. As always, any link that has a star beside of it is an affiliate link. So if you purchase any of the products through that link, I can make a commission off of your purchase. It won't cost anything extra to you, but I like to always be transparent about that right at the start of all my videos. With all that being said, I hope you enjoy and let's get into it. Okay, the first item that I want to talk about is a lip gloss. This one, I'm going to be honest, it's one that I've had before and I adore, and the reason I'm opening it first is because I want to put it on top of the other product that I have on my lips. But this is the Buxom Full On Lip Polish. It's a plumping product, and the shade that I have is Celeste. I believe these are around like $23. I have them in quite a few different shades. I love the lip polishes. Those are kind of the more shimmery formula that Buxom has on their like plumping lip products. And then they also have a lip gloss plumping formula in like I believe it's called like the lip cream. I also really like that formula, but that just doesn't have any of the shimmer that these do. This is such a pretty shade, just kind of a light shimmery pink shade. You can wear it on its own, you can wear it over other products. I believe I've had this in my collection before, but it's been quite some time, and I'm kind of looking for just a pink subtle, subtle pink kind of shade, but with some shimmer. I just find that those are some of my favorite glosses. I'm always wearing glosses. I know I love this formula, so that is why I decided to pick this one up. Probably again. Okay, so the bag did in fact just split all the way like open. I don't know if you can tell. So we're just gonna, I don't know, I guess just like lay it on me like this. Like I feel like that just doesn't work. Let me figure this out. So I just kind of threw all the other products like in a little bag right here to just roll with. But the next item is another repurchase. This is one of my favorite products as well. It's a mascara, and this is definitely a one that's more on the expensive side. I will say it's from Lancome. It's the Lancome Hypnos Drama Instant Full Volume Mascara. That is what it looks like. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. There's very few mascaras that I feel like are, I don't even want to say this one is necessarily worth the higher price tag. I kind of just, it was time to splurge. I hadn't used it in so long. I typically just wear L'Oreal mascaras. That's my favorite brand as far as mascara goes. The only one that I feel like is a little bit better are the Lancome mascaras, and within the Lancome mascaras, the Hypnos Drama. If you like volume, if you like your lashes curled, if you like them lengthened, if you like a little bit of like drama body, this is gonna give it. It really is like, I would say the closest thing that I get to like looking like I have false lashes when I'm not wearing any. And that's why I like this one so much. It really does give just the full look to the lashes, and I just love it. So if you haven't tried it out before, and maybe you have a gift card, maybe you're just wanting it to treat yourself, this is my favorite mascara. I adore it. So moving right along, this is one that is obviously an Ulta item that I grabbed, but it was just too good of a deal not to pick up. It is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara Kit. So this is like a limited edition kit that was out for the holidays, but it was still available when I was like going around. And it just comes with two of the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascaras, which aside from the Lancome one that I just mentioned, this is my favorite L'Oreal one out there, so it's like probably my number 2. It's the one that I'm always repurchasing because it is my absolute favorite. There's no reason that I would not need 2 of these. I go through them probably like every 3 to 4 months, maybe around that. And so if I'm gonna pick up a mascara that's from the drugstore, this is going to be my #1 choice. There's also a few other ones from L'Oreal that I really do enjoy, but like this was too good of a deal. 2 in 1, had to go for it. So this next item is really difficult to open, which kind of makes sense. It's definitely on the more pricier side of things. It's a product that I've tried out before, but I've never owned one personally, and this has been on my wish list for quite a while, so I was excited to finally be able to pick it up. There we go. Okay, so let's see. I hope that isn't too annoying. Okay. I don't, like, obviously, because I've only used it a few times and I've never owned one personally, I don't know too much about it, so I'm gonna, you know, be, you know, wise in the way that I talk about it all. And I'll give, like, a more in-depth review later on. But this, let me show you it up close. You know, it's fully packaged in here. Is the Dermaflash Mini Peach Fuzz Remover. So here's what it looks like. I believe this is one that has like a roller ball in it. I don't really know. They have a larger size as well, but I just got the mini because really the only place on my face that I'm planning on doing the Dermaflash is just right around here. I'm not planning to do like all over my face. I know some people do, and you definitely can, but I feel like this one's more just for like certain areas that you can target, like smaller areas in your face, and it's really just to get rid of any peach fuzz. And I find that for me, I love makeup so much, but sometimes when I wear makeup, I feel like it emphasizes any peach fuzz on my face, and like that's kind of frustrating for me. And rather than going and like paying to do like a treatment or anything, I'd rather just have one of these around. So here is the Dermaflash, like the actual device, and then I also picked up some of the refills because you do have to refill the blade on here. So this is the Precision Mini Edge recharge or refill pack. So that's what it looks like. It comes with 8 of them in this set. I don't really know. I'm not too familiar with like how often you have to replace it. I imagine it would be, apparently they're designed for single use only, but something tells me I probably will be getting a few more uses rather than just like one go around with each of these. Don't take my word on that, but that's just kind of my plan. So as for another kind of skin related item, this is my favorite moisturizer. I'll take one out of the package because I already know that like I'm almost out of the one that I'm currently using. Like as of like tonight, I need to like open up a new one. But these are the moisturizers I talk about all the time. They're the same one. They're the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Ultra Face Moisturizer for sensitive skin. Here's what it looks like. I believe this is $32 ordinarily, but they actually, like, I got this during, because I don't think they carry this at Sephora, so I got this at Ulta when there was like a 20% off like coupon going around for even prestige brands. So I was like, why not just go ahead and get 2? I know I'm going to use them. They typically, so I use it morning and night. I have pretty eczema, like dry, itchy skin, and this has been one of the only moisturizers that has like actually really helped with, you know, healing my skin, allowing it to actually look smooth, feel smooth, not be irritated. And so for me, like the price may be high, but it's right for me. I use it once in the morning before I put on my makeup and like, you know, SPF, all that. And then I also use it once at night after I've, you know, done all of my skincare routine, taking off my makeup, that kind of thing. It's kind of my final step. And using it like twice a day, every single day, I'm able to probably use it for like a month and a half, I would say, is how much use I get out of it. So going ahead and getting 2 was just a no-brainer. So now on to one kind of a repurchase. It's a hair product. It's the IGK Good Behavior. This is the Spirulina Protein Smoothing Spray. So this is one that is like a keratin-like treatment. You can use it before or after you style your hair. So either as like a prepping treatment where it's helping to protect the hair, or as a styling product. I believe you can use it on damp or dry hair. That's not what I've been using in the past. Yes, you can use it on damp hair in sections or apply to dry strands. So really it's supposed to give like a really smooth look. I would say if you're someone like me who likes to wear your hair straight pretty often, that's when I would use this you know, most of the time. I have it in a smaller container that I'm almost out of, and so I thought I would go ahead and pick up another one. I will say a little bit of this goes a very long way. Like if I'm not wanting like my hair like smooth like it is right now, then this would not be the product that I would use, just because it really does make it so sleek, so shiny, so just like kind of pinned to the head, and that can be a really nice look at times, but definitely like it can make your hair feel greasy very fast. So little goes a long way. It'll last you a long time. Honestly, I probably could have just gotten like the travel size version of it, but I thought, why not just go ahead and get the Big Daddy? I don't know. I really don't know how I did that. But either way, good product. Love IGK, a really good hair brand. And because it is one of my favorite hair brands out there, I went ahead and picked up like a smaller size, like I was mentioning, a travel size version of one of their other products in the Good Behavior line. This is the IGK Good Behavior 4-in-1 Prep Spray. I've never tried this one before. I don't know too much about it, but I was like, I know I like this one, and I have a feeling because this is like a designated prep spray, it's got like spirulina protein in it, it's got coconut oil. I don't typically love like coconut oil as an ingredient for my hair just because I feel like it does kind of make it look really just like weighed down really quickly. Sorry, my phone just went off really quickly, but I will say I feel like long term it's an ingredient that my hair does like, so I feel like this is a good nourishing product when like my hair needs a little bit of a revival. And like I said, really do like IGK, so I was in the market for a new like prepping like type of product, heat protector, whatever, for a while, but I think I have found one that I'll mention in a second that has really just like taken the place as my primary heat protectant for my hair. So as for the product that has really taken the spot as my go-to heat protector, for a while I was using one from HSI. I've even gone through like one full container of this, so I know like I really do like it. It's the Bondi Boost Heat Protect Spray. Here's what it looks like. I believe this is around $20. I think it's like $19.95 or $99, something like that. This is available at Sephora and Ulta, and first off, I just feel like it really does protect my hair when I use it. You can use it on damp or dry hair. Typically, I use it on dry hair, either hair that has already like been air dried or that I've blown dry, or I use it either one of those ways, and then, you know, go over it with, if I'm using like flat iron, curling iron, whatever, that's like how I use this heat protectant. But you can use it on damp hair as well if you want to. I just have other products that I use for that. And with this, I just feel like my hair looks smooth, but it's not weighed down. Like, yes, if you spray, you know, an obscene amount on your hair, it probably will weigh it down a good bit. But if you use like even, you know, a pretty decent amount, you don't have to worry about it too much weighing down your hair, which I really do like. But it does feel like it's protecting my hair. It looks like some pretty good ingredients in there as well. I really like the brand Bondi Boost. Everything that I like read about them and like know about the brand, I really do like. And not to mention, there's some ingredient in here. It's some sort of like herb. I don't want to like misspeak. Where is it? Oh, it's got protective botanical extracts. And normally like extracts, like especially flower extracts, I'm not totally sure about, but the smell on it is so good. Like, it smells like you washed your hair, like just fresh, nothing over the top, too overkill. Like, if you don't like scents, I mean, maybe smell it first, but this is a product that I have really been enjoying over the past few months and definitely recommend. So one of my favorite complexion lines that really is more like on the drugstore, affordable line, like side of things, is from Colourpop. It's the Pretty Fresh line. This one is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. I believe this is around like $14, and the shade that I have right here is Fair 4in. And let me speak to like Colourpop, the Pretty Fresh line, for a second, because that is one of my favorite complexion lines. I love the foundation. I've repurchased it so many different times. That's more of like a medium. You can kind of build it up a little bit and get more of like a full coverage look, whereas this is like lighter coverage, and if you really build it up, maybe you can get kind of more of a medium coverage look. And if you combine the two, like, they work really nicely. Honestly, they work really nicely with each other, but you can also mix like the moisturizer, like the tinted moisturizer right here, with different products like foundations or other, you know, more light coverage tinted products like this. You can mix the foundation with other, you know, tinted moisturizers or just other foundations. They're really versatile, and they're just some of my favorites. And the foundation, what shade am I? I think I'm like Fair 25W or something, but this one, Fair 4in, I've tried out a couple different shades, and this is the one that I feel like really does fit me the best, just like on its own. And so that is why I wanted to pick it up. I'm almost out of the one that I'm currently using, but it's not really, like, I have to kind of manipulate it, like mix it with other products to get it to be like the right shade match for me. And so it'll be nice to have this around, especially, you know, going into months where I'm gonna want more lightweight makeup, especially like when it starts getting a little bit hotter outside. I'm like, okay, I don't really want like, you know, full beat face. I just want something pretty natural, and this will give it to me. So this is one product from the Pretty Fresh line that I have not tried out before, and as I was like going to, you know, reamp on the moisturizer, I was like, why not like just try it out? I'm not necessarily in the market for a new concealer, but I definitely would like to find a staple that's a little bit more on the affordable end of things. So this is another one from Colourpop's Pretty Fresh line. It's the Colourpop Pretty Fresh hyaluronic creamy concealer. Here's what it looks like. The shade that I got in it is Fair 20N. We're going to see how it works. I'm really just kind of planning to use it as a little bit of a lighter brightening, you know, under eye concealer. I'm hoping it won't be too light, or hopefully not too dark, but I'm not really planning on using it as anything other than an under eye concealer, so even if it doesn't match me perfectly, I feel like I can manipulate it pretty well just because I'm not going to use it for like blemishes and that kind of a thing. But I'm excited to give it a try. I've heard pretty good things, and especially from people who have a similar skin type as I do with drier skin, that seems to be one that people enjoy. So next, this is just a set that I got that might be nice like as far as travel goes, just because I do really like this sunscreen line. It's the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen Duo. I believe this came out initially for the holidays as one of like the value sets from Supergoop, and it comes with 2 of their travel size unseen sunscreens. And with like body sunscreen, I don't seem to have like too much of an issue with like my skin getting irritated, but on my face, my sunscreen, just like I have to be so particular. Like I either have to use one of the like white mineral like sunscreens, or this. Like Supergoop is one of the only brands that I've tried out that like allows me to wear just like normal face sunscreen and not have my face like totally break out in hives. I've tried out their glow screen, which I really did like. That's kind of more of an illuminating sunscreen that you can also wear under makeup, but this is one that's like supposed to be unseen, so it's got kind of a silicone-y feel to it. I'm not sure if there is like silicone base in this, but it kind of has that consistency to it, like almost like a primer would. So it feels really good on the skin, or at least I kind of like that feeling. You can wear it underneath makeup, but really for me, I like how much it like protects my skin. It's got 40 SPF. I do reapply, but like, you know, like it's a good base product to have on there, and it, you know, doesn't irritate my dry, sensitive skin, which is just the biggest thing for me. So I thought, why not go ahead? I know that I have a couple trips planned coming up. Hopefully all will go well and I can go on them and everything, but where I'll be needing sunscreen. And so I thought it might be nice to have like smaller versions of this that I could easily carry on and bring with me, especially because I don't even have to open them up at the same time. Like I can open up one, save the other one for like when I actually, you know, will be needing it. So that's kind of my whole like thought process there. If you haven't tried the Supergoop sunscreens and you're someone who like is picky with sunscreen, this may be a good one to try out. Alright everyone, that about wraps it up for today's haul from Sephora and Ulta. If you enjoyed and want to see more hauls on my channel, definitely sure give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to check out previous ones that I've done, I'll have that playlist linked in the description below. I believe it's called like makeup hauls or something, but that's with all of my other hauls that I've done that are out there for you guys to view. But thank you so much for being here, checking out my channel, supporting. It really does mean just so much to me, and I hope you know it. But thank you. I hope that you're having a great day today. I hope you have a great couple days until my next video is posted, and I will see you when it is. Bye.